Happy morning, everybody.
Good morning, Chandra ji. Namaskar.
Namaste, namaste. Great afternoon and a wonderful evening. Almost coming to the conclusion of this program. We have Karthikeyan sir today. We'll share some thoughts, for he is truly a spiritual ambassador to the world after meditation today. Share thoughts, and then we have an opportunity to interact with him, ask questions on any aspect that has been so closely associated with so many spiritual organizations, and then doing enormous amount of service of creating awareness about meditation and spiritual practices. So it's an opportunity to elaborately have questions to Karthikeyan and interact with him today. Things that made him successful, things that why and what you've been doing, many things, whatever that may be, in the spirit of understanding ourselves more. So we'll have that interaction today, friends. So please be active in participating in that interaction hour after meditation. We know that all illnesses are psychosomatic. I'm talking about illness may not exist now, but for the future. Existing one is, we understand it, but the future ones that are waiting to happen are being created. Is fundamentally, everything is dependent on the psychosoma, psyche. Psyche is a combination of our soul consciousness, understanding, intellect understanding, our mind. So these faculties have to be constantly developed. We are happy today, we are healthy today, but to sustain that health, because we have to see that these bodies, these faculties are constantly developed. The consciousness of that is constantly expanded. So as we're coming close to this program, we recognize that these three areas that I develop, my consciousness, which is my soul and then universal self, my intellect, body, my mind, body, I'm constantly developing them. Only then will I remain healthy throughout. Physical health. The mind containing the mental plane, emotional plane, both of them have to be taken care. One of the core reasons for ill health is ultimately suppressed feelings. So suppressed feelings where we cannot express, where we want to live a certain way, but we're not able to. We keep going back to the old self because the environment pressure is there around us, or the past belief is there, which we'll have to work to break. In a larger family, or in a work environment, or anywhere, when we feel that I need to change, I need to express, I need a different way of living, then we must find ways to make that happen. Now, this is happening when we continuously enhance our wisdom, knowledge. That Swadhyaya has to be continuously understood. This is happening when we gain our inner strength that, yes, I can talk about this. I can question the current environment condition that I am facing. We have to have that inner strength. That inner strength, of course, is coming from regular meditation with an increased understanding of greater reality of ourselves. A relationship exists, but then I must make the relationship meaningful than make it more of a binding just for the sake that I'm there. So psyche develops when our consciousness, our understanding, so life after life, or our understanding about, for example, death, the more fearful we are, the more we end up suppressing things that we want to do. Because we can't do. The more fearful we are about it, the more suppressing our feelings at that level. So we have to constantly expand the psyche, which is our consciousness, individual, group level, then our intellect, our buddhi, our mental plane, which is a thought plane. So moving from negative disasters to positive miraculous is the fundamental aspect of shifting a mind from where we are to what we are. Emotional body, living true to the feelings, to our best of our ability, working on it. It is okay if I burst out in anger, but then being very kind on ourselves to not be harsh and be self-critical about ourselves. It happens. Not be self-critical. We learn to be not to be self-critical about ourselves. But how do I check on the anger? Regular practice of meditation, for sure. So in order to increase our buddhi, intellect, that swadhyaya, that is learning from books, learning from everybody. You must learn from everybody. Because spiritual science is constantly expanding through the experience of each and every one of us. Every subjective experience is adding to the science of spirit. So we learn from everybody. We continuously listen in to the experiences, big or small. Somebody is accomplished or not accomplished. That understanding to make friends, walking along with the co-travelers of meditation, to learn to listen in constant to the experiences of other meditators must be their friends to A, understand our experience, but then be constantly learn more. For example, when Sudha Raoji from Dubai, when she's going through her experience, of meeting Yogananda Paramahamsaji, and then giving her direction, purpose for life, or showing her that there is an infinitely powerful world underwater. Energy, we have to seek them as energy worlds, not physical worlds. Now, suddenly, you have a different consciousness to say, okay, so this is possible. I not only seek guidance from physical plane, people that I know here physically, but I also seek guidance from energy forms that are out there. Just that openness will allow us to receive such things. This we'll only know when we interact with other meditators. If we don't interact, we'll never know about it. This may be written, may not be written in the books in the appropriate way. We may not ever find the book. So Swadhyaya of reading books continuously or learning from other people are two integral practices of keeping our psyche developed constantly. Only when we keep reading can we gain the strength to express and then live true to our feelings. When you listen to several experiences of people, women or men, depending on the situations, I don't know, employees, how they mastered, how they overcame the difficulties in families or offices, they talk about it. So with meditation, I did this, I expressed it, explained it. When people are telling that I'm able to heal my so-and-so conditions, then we are learning what they've done. So we expand in consciousness. So naturally, our thought process stays in the right direction. So the listening to the others' experience or difference is absolutely, absolutely essential. We want to increase our third eye. Doing meditation itself is a third eye experience, because every time we meditate, we are going beyond a body. It's an expression of third eye, doing meditation. The meditation experience are all expression of third eye. So regular meditation to understand the consciousness directly, that energy of various individual group. Regular swadhyaya, and then leading that towards mindful practices. These are essential to constantly have a high psyche. And when we are in that, then the chances of falling ill or sick in future is a rare occurrence. And if we do, we'll have to recognize that it is happening. In a rare case, it is happening. And if we do, we recognize and we let go, and we let go, flow with it. We flow with it. We have a total acceptance of it. When we have a total acceptance of something, that is no longer a difficulty. Instead, it becomes an experience, not a difficulty. So, dear friends, even after we finish this journey, our channel, PMC channels, our groups, we are continuing the groups, making those friends and then calling them, talking to them regularly is a great way of strengthening and getting ourselves inspired, continue to be inspired together. Listen to that. And if you're not able to make time, always go into your YouTube channel and then listen to this. If you just subscribe to the YouTube channel, there's a button, bell button, subscribe, then you get an alert. You're always getting an alert when new video, new experience is added. We all do that. I have subscribed to at least 20 different channels, some from here, some from other spiritual groups too, just to understand various points and perspectives. But the meditation is one, Anapanasati. We experiment different techniques, but settle with one, then we can master that. Otherwise, we are master of none. Experiment quickly. Do experimentation as soon as you can if you're still doubtful about Anapanasati. But do it, but then settle with one. Because we are working on this 99%, and then get our experimentation as soon as possible, end it, so that you don't miss out on this, meeting this 99% out there. So let's go into our meditation once again, and then we'll have listening to Karthikeyan sir. Relax yourself, dear friends. Sit comfortably. Dear friends, keep your hands on your chest area. With your eyes closed, rest your attention on your breath and on your sacred heart. Take a slow, long, relaxing breath. Can you feel your beautiful heart with that breath energy? Breathe more. And feel your sacred heart, which is the seat of all emotions. Which is binding, which is expanding all life with its love energy, with its gratitude energy. Can you feel the love, the gratitude inside your beautiful heart? Relive a moment from your life of love, of gratitude. Can you feel more of that love energy? That gratitude energy, and allow to expand your heart center. We're all connected. Deep inside, we are specks of energy, connected with each other. Yet we are here for our own experience of life. Our experiences are multiplied more and more as we become one with everything and everybody more and more. That is the nature of the reality. Love, gratitude, compassion, appreciation, adventure are all the way to become one with everybody again. the love energy inside the beautiful heart, and radiate that energy onto every corner of this planet Earth. Where your attention goes, there the energy flows, dear friend. Friends, let's go into breath mindfulness meditation with your fingers into fingers. Rest your hands comfortably in your lap. And observe your normal, natural in breath and the out breath. With your eyes closed, fingers into fingers, rest your hands comfortably in your lap. And observe your normal, natural in breath and the out breath in this meditation. Be with your breath. Become one with that in breath and the out breath. The initial goal of this meditation, dear friends, is to empty your mind of all thoughts. And slowly and slowly we merge into that emptiness. That we really are. Be with your breath. And as you are with the breath, notice your breath may be getting lighter. Allow yourself to be with the lighter and shallow in-breath and the out-breath, dear friends. It is natural to have thoughts. But when you recognize, come back to gently observing your breath. As you observe the breath, allow yourself to slowly become empty of all thoughts in your mind. And as the mind is becoming empty, can you feel that emptiness inside your body? Can you feel any sensations in your body as you are becoming one with your breath? one with your breath and allow yourself to become totally empty of all thoughts in your mind. As your mind is empty, observe any sensations in your body. Everything that happens in meditation is absolutely safe. As we withdraw our attention from all the thoughts, by withdrawing our observation of the matter of body and of life, and we start experiencing that emptiness and energy in many, many ways. As you are becoming one with your breath, can you feel that emptiness inside your body? Can you sense energies in any part of your body? Every time you recognize you are with your body, you are with your life, I want you to gently go back to observing your breath and allow yourself to slowly, slowly become empty of all thoughts. And as you are merging into your breath, can you become aware
of the emptiness inside you, all around your body, occupying your room, the more you let go, the more you can become one with that emptiness inside you, all around you. Allow yourself to go into the infinite depths of that emptiness, spreading far and wide, beyond your room, into the edges of this universe. We are less matter and more emptiness and energy. Stay aware of that emptiness where there is no body, where there is no thing, where there's no place and no time. Become aware of that emptiness on your left side. Become aware of that void, that blackness, that emptiness, whatever that may be, on your right side. That's quantum energy field. All emptiness is energy. Connected as a singular field with infinite possibilities and opportunities. Everything we have ever experienced will experience is here in the form of energy, waiting to happen into a physical reality. The longer we stay in this field as no body, as no thing, the more possibilities we receive into our life. Stay aware of that emptiness. And of that energy. Has no body. Allow yourself to go deeper and deeper into that emptiness inside you, all around you, where everything is connected to everything else. And experience your wholeness again, receive your divine self. Friends, it's time to express gratitude. Gratitude for living a beautiful life. Can you be grateful to your parents for giving us this intelligent connection to the universe? Be grateful to your teachers and mentors for expanding our wisdom and making us to be what we are today. Be grateful to all your family, your friends, your colleagues, relatives, partners, for being those beautiful mirrors and helping us learn so many things. For everything we are, in most cases, is a reflection into the other. Be grateful to this grand nature, to the places we go, the things we use, our governments, the companies and systems that support us. Be grateful to yourself for caring for you, for caring for others. Be grateful to this intelligent universe or the quantum field for allowing us to experience so much more in this life. Gratitude is the high state of receivership.
All is well, I can rest, I am safe. All is
Relax your body.
all is well, I can
Feel your
rest,
body.
I am safe.
Relax yourself and let the autonomous nervous system
All is
repair the body.
I can rest, I am safe. All is well, all is well. I can
And as you relax,
rest, I am safe.
recollect your experience from the session.
All is well, I can
How did you feel?
I am safe.
What did you see?
All is well, all is well, all is well,
And what did you experience?
all is well, all
And
is
whenever you're ready,
well.
you can keep your hands on your eyes for 5 seconds
I can
to circulate the energy back into your body, and then open your eyes.
all is well.
Okay, dear friends. We'll invite Karthikeyan sir this time. Rakesh, can you introduce Karthikeyan sir? With some of you not heard about Karthikeyan sir, so we'll have that interaction with him. Hope all of you have received a link to the magazine, PSSM magazine.
Sure. Thank you, Chandra. Friends, it's my pleasure to introduce Padma Shri Dr. Karthikeyan sir. He's been one of the biggest inspiration since I started my meditation journey. Padma Shri Dr. Karthikeyan is president of Foundation for Peace, Harmony and Good Governance. He's a retired Indian government civil service officer with a very illustrious career as a former director of CBI, former special director of general of CRPF, and director general National Human Rights Commission, among many things else. He was awarded the Padma Shri in the year 2010 for his contribution in the field of Indian civil service. Karthikeyan is on the board of several non-profit and for-profit organizations as a director, trustee, advisor, chairman, and more. He's closely associated with many spiritual organizations and masters worldwide, including Art of Living, Isha Foundation, Pyramid Spiritual Societies Movement, Anand Sangha, Brahma Kumaris. He's fondly called a spiritual ambassador to the world. Karthikeyan is a regular practitioner of meditation and attributes a lot of holistic health benefits to meditation and advocates it compassionately to everyone. He's a key inspiration to Buddha's Quantum Foundation. Welcome, Karthikeyan sir.
Yes, sir. Now I should be able to hear you. Speak, sir. I'm not able to hear. Can you hear, Rakesh? No, right?
No, not able to hear. He's unmuted. Not able to hear, sir.
Mm.
Hello.
Ha.
No? Can you hear me now?
Yes, sir, but we have an echo. Just wondering, you have two logins, sir?
I'll go
Yes.
to my iPad.
iPad. Okay, just looking at it, sir. The video is not on, and that's
Now?
yeah. Just
Can you hear me?
Yes, sir, we can hear you. Wonderful.
No, computer says your microphone is not. Anyhow, I've come to the iPad now. Is it okay?
Wonderful, sir. It's really good.
Okay, wonderful. Thank you. Thank you, Chandra. Good morning to everybody. And it's a joy. A joy to be with all of you always. I'm trying to adjust this. Okay.
Yes, sir. Very good.
This comes, every day I'm sitting on 6-7 hours a day. Sometimes, this lets me down. Anyhow, I had an iPad by the time. So I congratulate all of you meditators for your wisdom to have chosen the right path. And some have chosen but given up in between. But for the full benefit, you have to be there at least for 40 days. And it has to be a lifelong practice to enjoy the full benefits. Now, I only want to share some thoughts, not giving any big speech as such. Okay, my journey, as you always say, what's your journey? It is like this. I was investigating one of the most challenging investigations in the whole world, that is the investigation of the assassination of the former Prime Minister, Rajiv Gandhi. That's a task which nobody wanted to handle in Delhi, but I was requested by the government of India. I said, okay, it's a call of duty, I accepted it, because at that time it was thought to be impossible to detect. And if you detect, it will be a deadly terrorist group, they will not let you live. Anyhow, I said, as a call of duty, accepted it. And it's a long story. Now, at a particular point of time, I thought I was all alone. Nobody was with me. So many challenges. I needed some relief. Everybody admiring from outside. It's a long story by itself now. So at that point of time, somebody mentioned to me, one is, of course, I went to Kailash Panchayatra, then Vipassana meditation. Why Vipassana meditation? They said it brings clarity within yourself, gives you enormous strength. It was difficult at that time. 10,000 pages of documents had to be translated into the language that I used to Tamil. So I had enough time. Like this, you hear from me, I heard from somebody, so I went into Vipassana meditation at the Vipassana Meditation Center at Hyderabad. 10 days of meditation. You can stay there, you have to stay there. 2 simple meals a day, 11 o'clock and 5 o'clock. The whole day you sit in meditation. First 3 days you only observe your breath. That is Anapanasati. The next 7 days observe the sensations in the body. I'm putting it very simple. I did it, no talks. Only twice a day you hear the video recording of the master, Satyanarayan Goenkaji, called me Guruji, with whom I had the privilege of knowing him like we used to meet Patriji nowadays. So at the end of 10 days, it was not easy to sit through. But then, I found it was a real miraculous change. You found energy, confidence, everything within yourself. When I came out at that time, now the media was after me every day all over the world. So they located me there. They asked me, I said, it's something amazing. Everyone should go through the meditation. I wrote to the then director CBI. I was in both the organizations, CBI and CRPF. Perhaps only IPS officer who had 2 full-time jobs because the government on their own need had to keep me there. I said, every police officer, including particularly police officers, must go through this meditation because that gives you clarity in life, calmness, acceptance of the reality of the situation, and you respond, you don't react to situations. and also enormous health of the mind, body, mind, and spirit. They said 10 days is too long. Can it be reduced into 3 days or 5 days? So I spoke to Goenka. I used to correspond with him, met him. He said, Karthikeyan, when I underwent this meditation in Burma, he was leading the diamond merchant in Burma, Rangoon. He had to go through because he had an incurable headache. He said it was 3 months long. But today, after that, my guru, meditation guru, told me, he said this came out of India from Bhagavan Buddha 2,500 years back. You must take it back to India. That is the vision of Buddha also. He gave up all his wealth and came back to India. And he said nobody is interested in learning this. He had to go knock door of everybody, known people, relatives. To oblige him, some people came and said, it's that's 8 years back I'm talking about. But slowly it developed. Because it was tough, it didn't become very popular. But then the established centers were there here and there. Then at that stage, I asked him, Guruji, he said, 10 days of meditation, you give them accommodation, food, everything, but you are not charging, it's free. He said, Karthikeyan, it's a priceless treasure. Meditation is a priceless treasure. How can I put a value on this? I said, but how will it spread? He said, those who are benefited by the meditation, they give a voluntary donation, and with that it is running, it's going on. What I'm trying to make is, if you are benefited, it's our duty to make a contribution according to our capacity, so that the wheel of dharma should keep moving. That's how it has been going on around the world. That's about 40 years back. You all know very well, the master called Patriji. He happened to get into this Vipassana meditation out of, like all of us. But he found in one day, he said, how could he sit through for 10 days? In one day, he found it was good enough. Anapanasati meditation. So he perfected it, simplified it, and you know very well the result is now, it is all over. First, he also had the same problem with spreading it. First, like Goenka, nobody was interested, but this gentleman was so determined. He said, the benefit I got, I must spread it to the whole world. With the determination, went from door to door, village to village. Today, the result is, you will see, not only himself did it, he created masters, many masters like Chandra. And the result is, now they are also equally dedicated, you know that very well. So what I'm going to say is, those people who come to know about this priceless virtue are lucky people. You come to know only because when the good time comes. But you must be wise enough to continue, that's very important. This is, then that was about 18 months back only, Mr. Chandrasekhar, at that time now he has evolved into a master coach of Vipassana today. You can call him Master Chandra. He and his gracious wife Mani, who look after me whenever I go to Pyramid Valley at the invitation of their master guru, Patriji, they took so much care. So they told me one day, said, we want to start this online because everything is closed down now. Please come and join and inaugurate it. To oblige them out of gratitude, I started, attended, inaugurated. They continued for 7 days. I found it as enormous benefit. Then I wrote to a few people telling, I'm not new to this because I'm exposed to all type of meditation and I'm close to all the masters, they value, and all of them are valuable. But I found this to be very simple but effective meditation. So I wrote a message just to a few people. Then some people have total faith in me. They also joined without my talking to them, persuading them on their own, because their good time had come. Then I found, it's a free meditation. That gentleman, I won't know names will be mentioned today. He told me, he said something amazing. Because we are all together in many organizations. And without telling me, he sent a check of 10 lakhs rupees. He didn't tell me, I came to know later on through Chandra. And another gentleman, I write only Then once I'm convinced, I lent my voice. I have no hesitation in recommending, telling to the world, because no power on earth can make me write something about which I'm not convinced. But I thought this needs to be spread. And here is a able master committed to it also. And it has gone to thousands and thousands of people now, lakhs of people. After the first 40-day session, I told Chandrasekhar, I said, you are evolving now. You are going to be a global teacher now. That prediction has come true today. You see, the whole world, people from all over the world are listening to him, joining in meditation. And their commitment, he has multiplied it now. So many courses are being run. About a year back, that converted into Buddha's CEO from meditation, quantum meditation center. You are seeing the growth yourself now. All I appeal to you is, please practice. As Lawrence used to will say, the virtue is practice, practice, practice. Patiji says, learn meditation, practice meditation, serve meditation, support meditation, spread meditation. Then only, it's not enough if our lives, individual lives are transformed. What is the purpose of life? Yes, to be happy or to be healthy also. Then, whatever technology you get in that, you spread it. Because unless everybody is happy, we are not going to be happy. Like unless the whole body is happy. Even if one limb is not healthy, the body is not healthy. Like that. So, ladies and gentlemen, it's a great opportunity. We have come. Let us not stop just practicing and all that. One or two points only I want to make. I think nothing is impossible. Nothing is impossible in life. We have seen. Earlier, I used to only join meditation and go away. But nowadays, because I am not appearing earlier, next first day, second time, every day I used to appear. I was made to speak either with Chandra or the participants. Now I said I have said enough. I will only listen to others. I am more keen on listening to the response of participants. What kind of miracles have been performed in their lives? Amazing. Some total transformation, some improvement in their health of the mind, body, spirit, relationships, success, profession, peace of mind. Ultimately, so you may be a multi-millionaire. You may be the most powerful person. But if there is no contentment in you, if there is no peace, the life is not full. So have a sense of fulfillment. Ultimately, this is the only technology, the simplest technology. Within yourself. You don't have to believe in anybody. You have to believe in yourself. Aham Brahmasmi. The Tonasi, all these Vedic statements are there. You are everything. But you realize it by going deep within. And you can't be learned by reading alone. Reading is good, listening is good. But unless you realize it within yourself, what a simplest technology. Bhagavan Buddha, after searching for all, leaving the palace, ultimately, after this is the technology Vipassana he found that has been preserved over a period of time by masters abroad, brought back, as I told you, by Goenkaji, by Guruji, whom I had the privilege of knowing, and giving up all the wealth he came, start working, and this tradition has been carried on by Brahmarshi Patriji now. He has created, he used to tell me, by chance meeting about 25 years back in Hyderabad, he had developed a great affection for me. And on his invitation, I used to go for these functions and all that. But it's only last 2 years, after the lockdown, where I had little time free, I'm able to, thanks to Chandra, friends, Laga and others, I'm able to realize the value. The moment I realized the value, I said it's my duty is to lend all my art and reputation, everything to support it. It's going on very well now. Now, only one more thing, ego. Give up ego. Ego is the fountainhead of all negative qualities. Ego will not let you be happy, let others be happy. So, humility is the greatest virtue. What is there to be ego? Nothing. Maximum life is 100 years. And thereafter, nobody will keep you on body and anywhere. So what is the vastness of the universe? It's a small, looking at it. So nothing to be egoistic. Be humble. Be humble. Virtue. I tell you, regular meditation removes all your ego totally. Imbibes with values like humility, compassion, service, kindness, and all that now. And then forgiveness. There's nobody who can say we have never done a wrong thing, if not physically or word or at least mentally. As they say, every sinner has a future, every saint had a past and all that. So don't live in guilt. You had committed a mistake, knowingly or unknowingly, forgive yourself. Get over it. Forgive yourself. And then only you can forgive others also. People will hurt us, knowingly or unknowingly, or we may imagine. Don't entertain any grievance against anybody. Forgive yourself, forgive others, then you are at peace and all that. As I told you, humility is very, very, very important. Ladies and gentlemen, you are there, you are fortunate, practice it every day. You know, one of the, I want to mention the name, one of the busiest persons, great achiever in everything, perfect health at the age of 75, a young boy. He is giving meeting all the time. But he is a good friend of mine. I went on persuading him. He said, Anna, I have no time. I get up at 5 o'clock morning, working. I said, Tanvi mentioned, I said, please do it for my sake. After 1 year, he started doing it. The other day he was sharing, and he had donated 5 lakhs of rupees without being asked. And he said, doing morning and evening meditation, introduce it to all these organizations and all that. Why I am saying all that is, how fortunate each one of us are to come onto this path. How fortunate. This is your blessing, your punyam. So, gentlemen, don't give it up. Please don't give it up, because I know you already got benefited. You will get busy with your life, but allot the time. He says, this gentleman says, he used to get up 5, now he gets up 4:30 because to. And he says, before going to bed also, he said, I sleep well. So see, nobody can say, I don't have the time. Please don't say, I don't have the time. Everybody has the time. It's a question of our priorities. You have heard from many people that they sleep less now. Their output has become more. Their relationship with the family has gone. One couple, prominent people, they said, we were living as individuals in the family, husband and wife. But after the meditation, both doing it, first time we are living as husband and wife. Such type of transformation is possible. Ladies and gentlemen, I only want to tell you because I'm supposed to have. I said I will not give a talk, but I went on talking quite a lot. So whatever you feel about, you bring about, and you will feel about the right things by the process of meditation. I must, this occasion, I must compliment this Buddha CEO Foundation. This is only a year back, but the whole process started 18 months back when Chandra and Vani started with a good intention. We thought about 100 people, but I said, no, it has to be thousands. Now, it has gone 100 times more than what started. But I keep telling it has to go to 100, 100,000 more. Because unless the world is changed, the whole world is to change, it will take a long time. The planet is crying for solution. We are polluted enough. You written another story I have written. If you are interested, write to me. My office will send you. My email ID is drkwarthikeam@gmail.com. I will send 39 letters I have written, but last 4 of them are very important. One is food is medicine. Number 2 is meditation is miraculous. Third is earth is our only home, let us save it. Now, the last letter which you have written is integrated medicine. You know, I think Ms. Chandra has already sent it around and all that, been valued. I know it's not mine. I did research on these subjects, got inputs from great masters, and it has helped a lot of people. And it's not for my benefit of everybody else, because unless the world is transformed, world is healthy, unless there is peace and harmony in the world, we will not be doing any good to our successors. They will all praise us only if we create a world of harmony and peace. good governance. Now, I think I have just spoken a lot. I'll stop it here. If there are one or two questions, I'm happy to answer because I told Chandra what is the area keeping a monologue of what I feel. If the audience feel what is important, yeah, I'm willing to be here. In the of time today, I have not kept anything else. Thank you, Chandra.
Thank you so much. Always very, very inspirational and highly grateful to you for what you have done to the foundation and what you've done to me and Vani personally. Just helping us live a passion more by your support and then creating this awareness. So thank you so much. And a very powerful message is that dissolving the ego. You are a great example that I've seen you mix up with everybody. Even here, your commitment to be there to just to listen in, to learn. And even when you came in physically, I met you. You so naturally go into people, you mix them, you listen to them, you understand them. And a great leader that you've been and they continue to be. So that important quality of dissolving ourselves so that we learn. I think wonderful. It's a great message to take. And as with your support, we are absolutely multiplying it. And then our magazine is a first step towards the direction to write and replicate and then create that awareness. And so I have invited Latha Srinivasan, who could not join us the other day on the launch time, who is otherwise the chief editor for the magazine, who is an entrepreneur by herself, running a company as a CEO for a company called Chip in Education. And she is there to share her thoughts and also ask you questions. So friends, we are here for some more time. Karthikeyan sir has given us time, so we'll be there for another 20 minutes at least to 30 minutes, till 8 o'clock. So whoever want to ask questions, so please do raise your hand and interact with him. So you can raise your hand and then we'll call you one by one. Yes, Sarathaji.
Namaste, Chandra. Namaste, Karthikeyan sir.
Let me compliment you. I told Chandra, it's a beautiful, the concept, the planning. It's the first issue is so perfect. The very first issue, I was always keen on seeing you and listening to you. You're a great master by yourself, I'm telling you. This is wonderful program. Every page I mentioned on the inaugural day, every page, the content is beautiful. Every paragraph, every sentence, the way they display everything. I think the first issue is going to be like this. I can imagine what the subsequent issues are going to be. Congratulations to you.
Thank you so much, Karthikeyan sir. But it is a team effort, right? There's so many people behind the scenes who actually work together. So thanks to Chandra's guidance, we were able to work together, and within a short period of time, we were able to get it out. But it has been a team effort. Thank you so much. Just wanted to ask you one question. The first is, how do you yourself who are not really into this kind of life, this kind of thinking? How do you encourage them? So, because I have two sons in college, both of them college going, I've not been able to convince them to actually even come and sit for one session. So, how, if you have any idea, any suggestions to bring them into the fold? Karthikeyan sir, we lost you. We can't hear you.
Sir, the question she asked is, how do you've been bringing in many people into the practicing meditation. So how to bring in family members like my sons, I want to bring them in.
Is it for me?
Yes, sir. She's asking the question, how are you able to convince people to come into meditation?
As I frankly, how I came into this is just to oblige Chandra and Vani. Because only out of gratitude, because they look up to me so well, always with me when I go there, of course, because as a friend of their guru, master, but they did it more than what he's supposed to do because of their genuine, spontaneous love and affection. So I was really touched by that. This is how its whole thing started, that's a fact. So when they asked me, we want to do this online, please join. I said, I was happy. There's something I can do to show my gratitude to them. I joined. I didn't expect so much to happen, but once inaugurated, normally you go away, no? But I stayed on. It was interesting. Then stayed on next day also, third day also, just to encourage them. First to only encourage them, then I found there is something in what they are telling. Then I had the courage to write to few people only, telling I am doing something which is very interesting, very simple. On that basis, I told you, I always tell them, normally, when you put one seed, only one tree comes up. Here I put one seed in Coimbatore, for example. The forest came up. The forest came up in Delhi. That is the power of the seed. And also, the person who plants it, who takes care of it with love and care, watering it, ensuring and all that. So both combined, powerful meditation and a very committed teacher. These things, once they said, then I wrote to people, Karthikeyan doesn't write like that. Many joined, there must be something, this man says something. First, because of my word. Then once they joined, they spread it also. So I gave my word again and again. The other day, now I don't mind telling, it's a function of the Star Health insurance company. They asked me in Coimbatore to give an award to those winners who have performed. It's one of the best performing companies. So I joined because of my good friend Jagannathan. Chairman requested me to be perhaps first board I joined. Normally I didn't want to join. Only 10 people were there at that time. He said, will you do something for the poor? He said, yes. We started with the poor insurance. And all this is a long story. So these people, when we gave the award, the man who did 12 crores of individual, he insisted on speaking. Then he said, when we joined in what either is a promoter or a pulse holder and all, we joined Star Health Insurance. We neither knew about Star, nor the chairman Jagannathan. We went by the word of the involvement of Karthikeyan. That was the image created it. So then the chairman also hung up and said, it's true even today. That is generous of him. What I'm saying is, we lifelong, we do a lot of sacrifice, hard work and all that. Integrity. That creates an image. Don't they say, this man says, it must be only because he's convinced about it, not because somebody can say or somebody can make money. So that is the point. Now, that's how it spread. Lata, to answer your question, I put it, then more people joined, more eminent personality joined, they also endorsed it. Now it's all over the world. Now it has to go to 100 times more, 100,000 times more, because no doubt from where we started 100 to 10,000 people is good, but the world is much more than. If you have to transform the world, Patriji, the master Brahmashri Patriji, first he said, Dhyan Andhra Pradesh. I said, what is the gentleman talking, walking all alone? Then I found it's happening. Pyramid built, 20,000 pyramids have been built. Then he said, Dhyan Bharat. That's also happening to a large extent. Then he said, Dhyan Jagat, that is world. It's happening here and there. But we have to reach much larger. So many more Chandras have to be created. That is why I said everyone who is benefited must support this organization. As a duty to the world, duty to their own successors, grandchildren have to live in a better world. For that, meditation is a very, very powerful, simple technology. That's why I appeal to everybody, please support it in every possible way. I'm very happy to see this magazine. When it arrived, I couldn't believe it. The first issue itself, Lata, what is your background? What did you do? Where to learn all this?
It's a question to me, sir. Okay, to give a brief background, this is my third 40-day program, sir. I started in the month of March. It just sort of came together, the entire thing. My doctor advised me to start meditation because I was on medication for certain challenges. And then she said, maybe to reduce stress, you need to do meditation. And then I also ended up reading 2 books. Both of it actually said meditation has got more scientific basis than anything else. And someone forwarded this with the CEO's program. And sort of everything came together in a matter of 2 weeks. And then I joined the program. I did benefit quite a bit in the first 40 days itself. I had stopped my medication. And then, as you said, rightly said, when you benefit, you have to give back, and that is dharma. So in the next 40-day program, Chandra did come up like this in one of the sessions, and he said he wanted someone to do some amount of writing, and I do writing. Though I'm from the IT field, I do read a lot. So for me, writing is sort of an extension of my reading. So I offered writing, and then he just challenged me saying, why don't you create this magazine? And I said, I've never been a magazine writer. I have never done this for the first time. He had so much of confidence in his team and myself. So he said, why don't you do this? And that's how the whole thing came together by itself. I don't think I made any special effort. And I think the team that was Chandra had organized for this, in arranging for articles and all, everyone came together so well. So that's how the whole thing it is. So it's more from the fact that I benefited. And as you said, I'm just giving it back. It's
Wonderful. But you must be aware, conscious, is going to be a global magazine.
yes.
By the time you reach the 10th issue, it will be all over the world and maybe in some other major languages also. So there's a big responsibility on you, and you are going to fulfill.
Thank you so much, Karthikeyan sir.
God bless you. God
Your
bless you.
blessings, definitely, yes. And the interest of the team, definitely it will happen. Thank you so much.
Wonderful. And Sa's blessings, Sa's words are always coming true. Many spiritual masters organizations have been launched or been introduced by him, and then whatever that is said, it's always coming true. We are someone who's always in that flow state, in a dissolved state, I think so. I truly believe. So thank you so much for this great compliments and encouragements for us. Yes, on this magazine, on the topic of magazines that were there, so I request Rakesh to just mention about our objectives of how far we want to reach this out, because Rakesh is also sort of taking a role of being a production director for this to continue for a few quarters, few magazines. Yes.
Sure. Thank you, Chandra. Yes, friends, as Karthikeyan sir said, this magazine is going to be there all over the world. And as part of the first magazine, the first edition, our goal is to distribute it to about 3,000 copies of the magazine. The foundation itself plans to distribute about 1,500 CXOs, governmental organizations, and other business leaders. We have the option on our website now, where you can order copies. You can choose to sponsor copies. Copies that the organization foundation can distribute to the CXOs and other leaders, and copies that you can order for yourself to distribute. We already have many leaders like Guy sir, Shreshti sir, and others who have requested many copies to distribute themselves. So I highly encourage everybody to go to our website, go to our magazine section, and request the copies. I also request the cost of printing these 3,000 copies is more than 2 lakhs now, and I highly encourage people to donate for this big cause. I'd also like to thank Arvind, Sampath for making this big contribution, sponsoring 1,000 copies. Thank you, Arvind and Veena.
Thank you, Rakesh. Wonderful. So here, thank you, Lata. So great to be there, working with you, partnering with you to do this work. Wonderful. So we will talk again once you're back. Thank you. Yes, Arvind, you raised your hand, and deeply thank you for that great gesture. So you are part of this. You created history, wanting to sponsor the first 1,000, and I truly feel that we are adding significant energy to it when we do this work, and we are limiting to 3,000 because we have to collect the right addresses and then send to the organizations, and we should increase it to many. And you coming forward and then doing this, so Arvind and Reena, so wonderful. Well, you guys are doing enormous work for the foundation as volunteer in many ways. Yes, please go ahead and then ask a question too.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you, Karthikeyan sir. Great to hear your talk. Last year, when I started with the corporate and then started attending the public sessions, listening to yourself, Ramani sir, and SVP sir was one other reason where I became more regular. I thought I am getting more and more dosage of wisdom and insights from all of you. So I had a question. I've always loved reading your newsletters, which are pretty elaborate and detailed. I want to know how you find time and how you go about your process of writing those newsletters on several of those topics.
Thank you, Arvind and Veena. What an ideal couple you are. See, that's a great, when both husband and wife have the same noble purpose in life, you are happy, ideal life, and you contribute a lot to others also. I've been admiring the committed service from both of you doing it. Yes, about this, you see, the time is, I'm only 82. I am not even 90. So I have all the time. And but the fact is that I have also gone through a lot of trials and tribulations in life. Some of you hear the whole story, you will say, how I survived. All that, both official life, challenges, personal life. But like everybody else, nobody's life is smooth. Ups and downs are there common, you have seen the greatest avatars also we have seen. So we have to accept it. There's no need to indulge in self-pity or blame each other and all that. No gain. There's no scope for blame game. Accept what has happened. Acceptance of what has happened. And also, another is, I don't hate anybody. I don't hate anybody. I resolve it immediately. Yeah, people have done for no reason. You love. Those whom you hate, they dominate your life. Isn't it true? So don't allow anybody to dominate your life. Just forgive. I can forgive myself my faults. I should forgive others also. Keep them away. Don't hate anybody. But for some reason, you are not able to get along with anyone. Minimize the contact with them. After all, we don't have unlimited time for everybody. Not possible. Limited time. You don't live forever. What is 100 years is nothing. So then you can choose. But don't hate him. Not a single person you should hate, because the person whom you hate is dominating your thoughts. Don't give that privilege to anybody to hurt you. That's one thing. I'm able to forgive people. And then fortunately, I've been in a religious family, hardworking, from a farming family. The farmers know what hard work is. They all work and they lead an honest life, an honest life. And, they don't go for shortcuts. They work hard, whatever they get, they do it. And then I am grown in green atmosphere, village. And then, so I love greenery. I am always with plants. I love plants. I am always surrounded by greenery. So love environment. That's why I wrote this letter telling that this is our only planet. Let us save it. Because if there is no tree, there is no life. I don't know why people are going and searching all over the universe. You see whether there is any plant. If there is no plant, you can say there is no life. If there is no plant, there is no oxygen. Of the lungs on the tree, we exhale carbon dioxide, and the trees take that and give back oxygen. Like that, accept everyone. Acceptance is very important. Acceptance is a very important thing. And then certain life discipline like plant-based diet. Eat only fruits, vegetables and all. Nowadays, I have taken a lot of millets now. I take only the jawar, ragi, maize, and all these things which were in my farm days. The farm servants used to take them, we used to white rice. Now I realize the stupidity of that. Now I even force it on my guests. All my visitors, I tell them, you join me only at lunch. Then I train them into millets because growing millets need very little water, unlike rice and all that, So that's the way, every way your lifestyle has to change and then accept what the challenge is. Nothing is impossible. Take it. Nothing is impossible. Because again, ultimately, that's why I didn't want to talk about it because I have to talk about myself. When Dr. Abdul Kalam, President Kalam released my book on Rajiv Gandhi assassination, he had read the whole book. The gentleman, whole book. He said, read this paragraph, number this. Read it for everybody. I read it. I said, nothing is impossible. What is considered impossible takes a long time. Enormous effort. Conservative is impossible. That's so. When Goenka started bringing back Buddha's meditation, it was impossible. When Patriji started teaching Anapanasati, at that time, he never thought it's impossible, though it looked impossible. Can you believe it's now going all over the world? Now, Chandra, when he started it, I thought nothing is impossible. I know I had faith in him. I know he's going to transform. I know it's going to millions and millions of people. Nothing is impossible. That's how you and we joined also. So you take it that nothing is impossible and give up ego. Ego, as he told you, and develop humility. See that virtue of Dr. Kalam or Father Patti, anybody. Yes, because of the humility, commitment. He said, it's not enough if I am happy. I want everybody to be happy. That's how people live like this. That's how you are doing it. That's how Chandra is doing it. So, you will find a time, as long as you have passion. Now today, I am also monitoring, kept involved in a Supreme Court appointed commission of inquiry. It takes a lot of time, volumes to be read, plus your routine thing. I didn't want it, but then, a task is given, your duty to accept it. Accept your duty, what comes, and totally be committed to it. And yes, take care of your health first. And health is very important. For that, again, meditation, both for the body, mind, spirit, and all that. See, World Health Organization preamble is, health is not only just being free from diseases, but enthusiasm to work and willingness to be happily associated with people. Now you see Chandra and Vani and the whole team. How many people are related? They knew nobody in Tamil Nadu. Now today they can go anywhere and stay. They are welcome. See, you accept people, people accept you. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Wonderful. Thank you, sir. Avena?
Hi, sir. Sir, your newsletters have been an inspiration to all of us. Thank you for such a deep, elaborate explanation on how you have been continuing to do it, sir.
Wonderful.
Is it
Thank you. Yes, sir. Just acknowledging it. Thank you, Arvind. Thank you once again.
Thank you, Arvind, Veena. Let us talk to somebody else also. Thank you.
Yes, yes, sir. Yes, Mr. Satya. Sir, we are. You raise your hand. The video. Please unmute.
Hello. Good morning, Mr. Chandra. Actually,
We can't hear you again.
I was having a severe health problem. Hello.
Yes, we're not able to hear you, so your voice is getting in and out.
Okay. Actually, I had a around 2 years back, I gone into meningitis, that is a brain fever, and I became unconscious for 1.5 days. And after that, so that recently I used to get the salt water into my nostril. This happening because I had a brain surgery twice on aneurysm in Bangalore and also in Pittsburgh. So it was a major disease that I had. Before I had cold and headache, these are all really aggressive for me. So it happened 2 years back.
Satyaji, we're not able to follow well because the voice is getting muffled up. So we can connect after the session, or maybe tomorrow we can try. Okay, sorry about that. All right. Okay. Whoever would like to ask, please open your videos, please. Yes. Mr. Karthik, yes.
Namaskaram, Dr. Karthikeyan. Karthik from Seattle, USA. What a wonderful message you had for all of us today. Really inspiring. And I've been listening to you since start of this year when I joined the Buddha CEO sessions. It's been wonderful to hear your life experience and inspiration. The question I have for you is, what advice would you have for beginners like me and others who want to get into this field of service? And how can we make a bigger impact wherever we go? Very inspired by your background, so that's why I wanted to ask this question to you.
Thank you. My namesake. Yes, my classmates, my close friends call me only Karthik only. Nobody calls me Karthik. Thank you, Karthik. What are you doing in Seattle? Computer.
No, I'm not in computer. I'm actually in the business side of things in corporate, leading supply chain.
Yes. You know, see, there's a dignity of labor, we call it. No? Every job is equally valuable. It's a question of, as they say, you're the street sweeper in New York. This quotation I can't tell you. If he does a job as if Michelangelo painted in Vatican. See, it's commitment, you know, what you do, if you are totally involved in it, that is the best thing to do. There's no, like, for example, the simple doing straight away, Chandra teaching meditation. With a commitment, you know. Do involve whatever you do in a commitment. For example, I have great regard for my cook, my secretary, my driver. See, a total commitment. So I respect them more than, you know, I may respect somebody, even my close relatives, the bigger people, because the sincerity with which you are doing it, consciousness is important, that's all. Any job is good enough. Any job is good enough. We have read in our Itihasa and all, you have seen how the smallest person can become the dearest to the Lord. It is a question of it. What commitment you are doing is important, is not what you are doing. Everything has to do something. As long as you do something positive, helpful, first is whatever you do, it must be for your take care of your health, physical health, mental health, spiritual health, because our first duty is to be healthy. First right is to be healthy also. Because unless we are healthy, what is it we can do? We can learn nothing, do nothing. You can't be of any service to anybody. That is how, you know, again I go back to meditation and the right type of living, what type of food you take, breathing, you know, healthy exercise, satsang. Be associated with people who are like-minded people who are not because of you don't have to avoid anybody, but minimize you can't. In a society, you have to live with everybody. But limit your time with those people. get more of it with meditators, for example. People who are healthy, who want passion for good health and service. This is very, very important, that's all. Any walk of life is good enough. It depends upon opportunity. My farmer, I have an ancestral farm. I have great regard for the man who works all the time. Very sincere. He feels as if the land belongs to him. My housekeeper here, he thinks, this house is his. They receive the guests, the guests thank him more than me. See, that is sense of belonging, we call it. Sense of ownership of what you're doing. Belonging. You work for a firm, it's fine, but you must work not only for the salary, you see, it's yours. Sincerity, commitment, involvement, total involvement in what you're doing, and pride of what you're doing is the best thing. Nothing that I'm doing a smaller thing and bigger thing. No. I have great regard for my secretary. The fellow, if I work for it, there are occasions where I used to work 20 hours a day during the investigation of Rajiv Gandhi assassination and all that. 20 hours a day I used to work. My secretary worked 21 hours a day. I couldn't demand him. I did not demand this to him because of the commitment. I have great regard for that man. Now I see him becoming investigating officer, become from a level of rank of sub-inspector, he's come to a super, and he is blessed with good children, grandchildren, because you see, the divine also, the divine universe, whatever you may call it, they reward you for your sincerity. Takes care of all your wants. And don't blame anybody. Don't blame, certainly not your parents. They are the living gods. They are given. But unfortunately, what's happening today, I feel pain to see people neglecting their parents. But you have also seen cases. That's the biggest crime and sin is disregarding your parents, not respecting. Gratitude, as Chandra keeps talking about, gratitude is everything. Be grateful, count your blessings. If you start counting your blessings, you will see, my God, so much. I have no regrets. If I had gone into any of the business and all that, I would have made a lot of money. There were options that there. Even late, no. I have pride in myself. Self-respect is important. Self-esteem is very important. And with that, contented life, take care of the children, bring up the children in the right way. That's all. That the biggest reward will be the way your children come up shows the way we have lived. The way you treat your parents, your children will treat you. Respect the universe, the universe will also support you. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Wonderful. So sincerity, and that to do whatever that you do with sincere, and then I think that's going to become service. Thank you so much. And we have more questions. So Narendra ji, so I'd like you to ask a question before I invite others who raised hands. And your observation or a magazine, sir. I can't hear you today. What's happening?
Yeah, no.
Yes. Oh, wait.
Unmute was not given. Good morning to Master Chandra and good morning to our Dr. Karthikeyan C. And Karthikeyan sir have been, or Padma Shri, dear Karthikeyan, has been my great inspirator. And I have a great gratitude to him because of his particular, that email from June onwards. I've been introduced to Buddha CEO, sir. And as earlier I was talking to Master Chandra, that is a turning point in terms of my personal life and also in my active engagement in this particular society. And it has immensely benefited in all respect. And each of your words are so powerful. And today also I was hearing and coming out of your own experience and the principles you have what you call have been following all through this year. And one more thing is that nothing is impossible. That has been proved everybody's life also, and that is really a great mission. And similarly, you said that 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 there life is age is nothing barrier in terms of activeness, and really that's and good health. That is also you mentioned, and so I think for all our whether young or middle-aged or senior, all of us, it is a great words of wisdom coming from you, and you have proved in your life, and you have been continuously pursuing this, and the way in which you are helping the world to know about the concerns in terms of the climate change, the environment, or similarly this what do you call our traditional medicine, all these your newsletters have been it is to be kept for years together with us. So highly gratitude as well as congratulations to you, sir. And of course, as far as the magazine of our Buddha CEO, the first magazine, as you rightly said, both Lata Srinivasan and our Rajesh, as well as the entire team, of course, under the direction of Master Chandra and Master Vani Madam, that has come very, very beautiful. And the way in which the quality of paper, as well as the presentation and the flow of various articles or the matter relating to meditation, it is highly depicting the corporate branding. And I'm sure as I also will take some copy for sending to some of our contacts. And whenever we go to any corporate, once we present this to the CEO or the HRD head, I'm sure with our other persuasion, we would be able to introduce this meditation in the corporate because there it is absolutely needed. And that's where this particular is timely. And we should also continuously see that repeated magazines quarterly will come. And from of our own experience or some articles, everybody has their own talents. I think they should continuously be engaged with the Buddha CEO and continues to give so many other wisdom or articles or experiences, so that, of course, the selection is by the editor, and that will come on a very higher mode to the reaching out to the global world, which has a vision of Buddha CEO, as well as under our founder like Dr. Karthikeyan, Ramani, and SPB. Sir, I don't have any question to you, sir, because definitely we have been hearing. But one thing is, in everybody's life, they have been facing sometimes, either in the professional life or in the personal life, some challenges. And as you rightly also mentioned, there are quite a lot of challenges you faced, but you all always remained what you call happiness, pleasant, and that same tempo of momentum you have been exhibiting. And that being the case, how are those challenging times, particularly some of the critical times, how we could pass through? That is the, other than meditation is the one means by which definitely it will help. Over and above that also, because in every profession also somebody may give you trouble and all that, but of course we can be gratitude to them also. But what would be your advice to youngsters, sir?
Mr. Narendra, very few chairmen of corporate banks can come out with a clean conscience and reputation as you have done. It's a very, very difficult job, dealing with thousands of crores and under tremendous pressure with all that thing. I know the lives of bank chairman and all that. But you are one of those coming out with a clean chit, with a clean reputation. But I also compliment you because I have not been seen and heard on the programs. Very often I am observing this. I may be doing some Hatha Yoga or something, but my audio will be on. But I know very often you have supported, you have shared your feelings and supported many of the meditators. You are one of those like Jagdish, Professor Jagdish. You have been a great support to encouraging these meditation programs going on and all that. Now, about challenges I mentioned to you, I can keep talking about it for hours together and all that. You see, yes, threats, life and all that, there, and I never bothered about it. Ask me. The only question I can answer is what I gave to Dr. Alexander, was Principal Secretary to the Prime Minister, Indira Gandhi, and also Governor of Bombay. He asked me one day, Mr. Karthikeyan, you must be the most harassed threatened man in the whole country at that point of time. But how do you look so relaxed? You are acting? I said, no. Threats are there. Yes, they could have taken my life any time with all this security around and all that, But the people who can kill their own president and the prime minister and all that, targeting Karthikeyan is not a big thing. I said, but it is their problem. I said, I have done nothing wrong, nothing against the law, nothing unethically. So my conscience is clear. I am doing my duty to the nation. My task was to find out who killed my prime minister, how they killed it, and I'm doing it. No, he said, but they are the killers. They have killed their own president. I said, that is their problem. It doesn't bother me. As long as I am concerned, I believe. I told Dr. Alexander, you may not believe me. That is life. Birth and death are preordained. Not just theoretically, I believe in it. Where you are born, to whom you are born, and where you will die, when you will die, is all predetermined. That's my faith. So I know very well I will go on the day fixed for me, the way it is decided. So why bother about it every day? But they are killed. I said, that is their problem. It's not my problem. I never had any fear of anything. Yes, I used to feel sometimes, some unjust comments made or something, but you have to face it. Remember, when you have commission, 2 commissions of inquiry, my officers will not appear. We are scared. I had to come all the way to Delhi and appear. One is Justice Verma Commission of Inquiry, was sitting judge of Supreme Court. An ideal commission. Another was, appointed, I don't mind telling it, some politically they appointed a commission. He wanted to. One day in a commission, he asked me, please bring all the investigative reports over me when the trial was going on. My lawyer was Mr. K.T.S. Tulsi, so general, beyond the point. I got up and told him, my lord, what you are asking me to do is against the law of the land, against the interests of the nation. And I refused to do it. He said, do you know I have powers? I said, please proceed against me for contempt of court. I will prove what you are asking me to do is wrong. A commission of inquiry can give a report, but a trial only give a verdict. So everybody is shocked. Because, when your conscience is clear, you can stand up to them. And I very politely declined the offer of the President of India. What do you want to become? You have done so much for the country. Become their governor of the state, ambassador. Thank you, sir, very much. I have done my duty to the nation. I don't expect anything. All that you need the courage to do that. Many people told me you're a stupid fellow. And the president is asking me. He said, no, what my conscience said, I said, I have no regrets. But after that also, I tell my colleagues holding high positions, don't make compromises, big decisions. Don't make. What is it you do? Because after retirement, you become governor or something else. After that also, don't do it. I used to tell them. Living with your clean conscience is far more important than getting a few more crores or a few more years of important positions in life. That's a short answer. Thank you.
Grateful, sir. Very nice. Really. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. We are past 8, so we just take these last 2 questions. I believe book club has to start on this bridge. Yes, Sheetal.
Namaste, sir.
Namaste, Sheetal.
So good to see you. Whenever I see you, whenever I hear you, my heart dances, sir. Thank you so much for coming and sharing your wisdom.
You also inspire me. Living all the time under the pyramid in your beautiful home and all the time with an 18-year-old child, you looking 18 years yourself, you also inspire me.
Thank you. Thank you so much, sir. So I have a question today.
Yeah.
Yes, you are doing meditation, but I want to know what books inspired you to take that big leap in the spiritual journey, sir? And what is your current reading?
No, you see, I'm not. I always envy people who can read books like Chandra or Patrici and all that. I have been only reading my law books and all that all the time. The inspiration comes only for listening to people and all that. I do attempt nowadays, but I got volumes and volumes of this commission. I've got a lot of books all suggested within one side. I said when I am not able to travel when I'm not busy, but the time comes. But my inspiration comes only by listening to you people. Thank you.
Wonderful, wonderful. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir. So thank you so much, Karthikeyan sir, for giving your time. It's really been a pleasure to have, and every time we hear stories of how you stood integrally in dealing with the challenges, then automatically then we gain the strength. I've been fascinated by your journey, and then I read some of that books, that the assassination of Rajiv Gandhi. You have a copy, and you also written books at Human Rights Commission. I think there is a book on human rights also. You've written a book, and your friends, we're grateful. We're very thankful to Karthikeyan for his time and message here. And so, any final message to us before we conclude?
Chandra, I'm very happy to see you are growing, developing, evolving as per my expectation. I could see your potential in the first session itself. See, you are all the time learning. That's very important. When sharing, you're learning, and then a lot of hard work goes behind that. Lot of time to be spent preparing, and you are not stopped with once preparing, you are updating it all the time. You want to share, learn more, share more. That's a tremendous quality, and a lot of hard work. Keeping a relationship is also not an easy thing. With everyone all over, you meet people once, both of you, your able wife also, your own grace is there, remembering people, and all that, keeping in touch with so many, not anything, so your passion for teaching, sharing, making more and more people happy, peaceful. No, it's a great service you are doing. I have nothing to advise you, excepting please grow on the same path you are doing now. You are only fulfilling my own vision and prophecy of this young man, Chandrasekhar, will be a global teacher. I remember mentioning to you on the first 40-day session itself, I mentioned. So to that extent, I'm happy that you have fulfilled my own prophecy. You are doing every day more. Much more needs to be done. It's going to happen. Now you are launching on a higher press circuit. You are no longer on that. Once you let higher orbit your launch, you will keep only going up and up and up and up. You've got a wonderful team of facilitators. You have chosen them, motivated them, and what I can say is that I'm so happy to see your progress and development. You are only fulfilling my own prophecy and vision. To that extent, I feel fulfilled. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much for the opportunity to be associated with you, truly. And I'm planning a visit to Delhi, sir, and way to Himalayas in October. So October 15th, if you are there, we'll definitely want to have that sumptuous lunch, a self-invite, and with you if you are there.
What is the day?
October 15th, sir.
What day is that?
That would be a Friday.
Friday, Monday to Saturday, total commitment to the commission, all the three of us. Supreme Court judge, a lady judge of the Bombay High Court, and myself, we are three members. Accept a big task given by the Supreme Court.
Yes.
We have said that we will not miss. That is only, I get 30 minutes of lunchtime.
Okay, I see.
But then you should come. We can have lunch.
Okay, sir.
Normally, I invite people only at lunchtime.
Yes.
But anyhow, we will certainly meet. Only one day you are here?
Then from there, going to a 9-day trip to Rishikesh and Babaji Caves, Himalayas, sir.
Oh.
But 30, coming back on 24th. So 24th.
What day is that?
That is a Sunday in Delhi.
Sunday, yes. Sunday I am available.
So
we
maybe
are not,
yes.
Sunday, if you are here, that's the best time. I can certainly will block it for lunch for you and your group. If you are here on Sunday, we'll see closer to the date we'll decide.
Yes, sir. I'll talk to you, sir. Yes.
But that time, we may even shift our to physical hearing in Hyderabad also. We don't know.
I see.
We don't know. But if I am in Delhi, certainly we'll meet. Yes.
Okay, sir. Thank you all. Thank you, dear friends. We have a book club starting on this bridge. So we'll close this immediately so that we can have the book club started. Thank you, everyone. Thank you, sir, once again.
Everybody,
Thank you.
namaskar.